Okay, boys and girls, this is the video for page 130 and 131 in your Bua Na Cainte. Okay, so the two themes that we're looking at today are Ivrica, so numbers, and Sakishtan, and we're looking at the question word on will as well. Okay, so again, nothing new here, just all revision, and I think it's really good. We'll be doing these pages at the end of the year anyway, as I find that they're really, really good revision pages, just to go back over everything that we've learned. Okay, so there's absolutely nothing here, nothing new here, just going through all the numbers that we've learned. Now, we know much higher than up to a de, but this is what's on this page. Okay, so filling in the numbers here, and then you have your crossword here. Trasna is across and Shias is down. So all these numbers here are going across. So number 1 is 8, so 8 is a hukt, so you're going to write ukt in there, and it's Trasna is across, Shias is down, and they even have the arrow. They make it so easy for you, boys and girls. They have the arrow going in the correct direction as well. Okay, so that's page 130. Page 131 then is Sakishtan. So we know means in. So always, most of the time, adds a H into the word after it. Okay, generally it does. There's a few exceptions, but so adds a H, or a shevu, like we call it, asquelga, into the word after it. So it becomes Sakishtan. Okay, so normally Kishtan is just spelledCistin, but when so comes before it, the H is added in, the shevu is added in, and it becomes Sakishtan. Okay, so here are a couple of different things that we find in the Kishtan. We have the stool, sorn, the oven, kofra is the press, Doris is the door, board is the table, and funog is the window. Now this was the chapter, Savalia, that we were doing just as we were finishing up school, okay? All right, so we were just learning these as we finished up school. Now, onvuil is the question word. We know that that comes up a lot in our Bua Na Cainte when we're being asked questions. Onvuil means is or are, and there's two options for your answers, ta or neil. Okay, ta is the positive and neil is the negative. So ta is there is, and neil is there isn't. Okay, so onvuil board Sakishtan is the table in the kitchen. So sa fictor onvel on board sa Kishtan. Tá, it is. So we say tá board sa Kishtan. And remember, boys and girls, I've told you that in Irish, a lot of the time, and same with English, most of the answer is actually in the question. So all we've done here is we've changed onvel to either tá or neil. In this case, it's tá. We've changed onvel to tá, and the rest of the sentence is the exact same. Board, sa, Kishtan. Okay, so Anna Eska, we're just answering the question by changing onvel to either tá or neil, depending on this picture here. Okay, so the next one, onvel sorn sa Kishtan, and check over here, what's our sorn? Our sorn is our oven. So fake sa fictor, neil me noun ein sorn a ekol, so I can't see any oven. Okay, so our answer is going to be onvel is going to be tá or neil? Neil sorn sa Kishtan. And again, all I've done is I've changed onvel to neil, and the rest of the sentence is exactly the same as the question. Okay, so Anna Eska. The next one, onvel kofra sa Kishtan. So can we see onvel kofra sa Kishtan? Neil me noun ein kofra ekol. So kofra is the press. So onvel is the press, is the cupboard in the kitchen. Neil kofra sa Kishtan. They've just changed onvel to neil. Okay, so down here then you just have to write in the words as above. Then down here we have 3 questions. The first one, you're just going to write onvuil at the start of each question here, and then down here you're either going to write tá or neil for each one. Okay, so onvuil is the start of the question, here, and here, and then you're going to look at the picture and you're going to either write tá or neil into these lines. Okay, so question is the first sentence, answer is the second. Question, answer, and at the start of each question we're going to have onvuil, and you can find the spelling of that up there, and then for the answer you're going to have tá or neil. Okay, on a boys and girls, well done.